Oh, dear.
You're off the hook this week.
Yeah, no, he earned it.
Do you want to start us off anyways? Or hello and welcome to episode 41 of Oh Dear, presented by Bo's Bar and Stage. Gotcha. Coming to you as always from Communal Creative Studios in the heart of downtown Red Deer. A special hello. Have you gone to the doctor?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It almost feels, people might think we record like 9 episodes all in one night, but no, Erin is still sick. We'll get to her.
Sick again.
Yeah, sick again. Special hello once again. Are you good? I don't know. One more time. A special hello again to our Rogers TV audience, if we even have one at this point.
Yeah, you guys are welcome.
Okay. Anyways, I'm Ted Emmett. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. The content has been a little few and far between over the summer, but now we're into fall. Probably, maybe going to stop mailing it in as much. Actually, also probably not, but you never know what's going to happen. Not quite a full house again tonight. I will take the blame, though, for Dustin not being part of this episode, because a week ago we were all set to go. He was actually going to show up 2 times in a row, which is a miracle, and then I caught the plague. But I'm also can teach Erin how to get over a cold. Yeah, my point exactly. But I'm feeling good, but Dustin couldn't make it tonight. But that's, you know what, I don't think any of us are surprised. Someone who is here, though, that probably wouldn't have been here last week. So it worked out, at least in your favor. Kevin Walsh, welcome back.
Yeah, thanks for rescheduling on my behalf.
Mm-hmm.
Things are good. School's back in session. Kids are busy learning and getting sick as well. But yeah, it's been a great start to the fall, and the weather's still beautiful. So enjoying that while we can. And
no surprise that I think everyone knows who's at the table next to me, as I'm just absolutely covered in germs. But now people don't believe us. They didn't believe us. We always joke that she takes us off the rails in this podcast more than anyone. If you listen to last episode, and we have a lot of cut material that didn't make it, that we'll show you to prove just how much she takes us off the rails. Coworker Erin, welcome back. Let's tighten it up a little bit tonight. Yeah.
Well, I'm drinking Perrier, so that should help a little bit.
Can we talk about your lineup? If you have like a lozenge and a lineup of mints here, it honestly looks like you bought that in the parking lot on your way up.
I mean, I could have, but no, I had a cough for all of July and August, and then I got better, and then my daughter went to daycare, and now it's back, and I feel great, but I have a really bad cough, and I'm so sorry.
Oh, we can barely notice.
I feel like that was funnier than our reaction. Hey, on that note, though, Ryan Lund, just keep on going.
Yeah, I'm still here. It's good to be back. I mean, I never left, but it does feel like a new season. We're kind of going with the hockey schedule here, so hopefully we can win the podcast championship this year and take her home. So looking forward to what we have in store. I don't even know what we have in store, but it's going to be fun. Yeah, you're going to find out. Now, some controversy last time when it came to who sat at the table, who sat on the couch. Probably going to be, these are my old notes because things have changed. I wrote this that the athlete Kevin Strybosh had to be on the couch tonight, but with Andrew Russell dropping out last minute, I was going to have you two on the couch together, but obviously we're not putting you there by yourself. So, hey, welcome back to the table.
Thank you. I would almost rather be on the couch, I think. I've just gotten so used to it, but you persevere and you show up every week, and next thing you know, you're at the table. Also, I think Erin traded in her booze habit from last episode to a drug habit now, because there's a lot of pills sitting in front of me and in front of her.
They're mostly mints.
Mostly mints.
So for our TV audience, they're mints.
Yeah.
And Cepacol.
And by booze habit, it was one beer that just...
Yeah, I had an empty stomach.
Yeah. See, never an issue with me.
See, Lundy, you should learn a lesson from Kev here. Like, he perseveres. No matter what, he shows up every week. He gets the job.
Well,
you show up for one episode and then you don't get the job.
You need a guy like me to win the podcast championship.
That's why we called you up to the big table.
We also need other people to run against for this podcast champion. We've been unopposed for years and still never won. We finished fourth.
Yeah, but this is our year. I can feel it.
Yeah, like we mentioned, Andrew Russell also not here tonight, but of course, our customary thank you to Riley from Communal Creative Studios for having us all here once again. And hey, great job. I haven't used a bleep yet, so great job on not being just an absolute distraction last time we were here. That was awesome. Keep it up. Do you need to throw a bleep in? Or?
Oh, yeah. You, Riley. Yeah. No, Riley's pretty cool. But keep it down, hey? Good. Good. He didn't fall for my trap.
Okay, this podcast brought to you by a lot of awkward silence, which is pretty rare around here. My goodness, okay, we must lose so many people right off the hop to this intro. But anyways, let's officially get this show on the road with the Glad Game. Okay, for the Glad Game, a pretty easy one to talk about is actually today, Dustin, who, he had a big day, so he's probably tired too why he's not here. But the Outreach Center's annual Walk a Mile in Her Shoes event was today. This is my third time taking part. I know for the athlete, this was your second time.
Number 2.
And Lundy came down this year too, walked for the first time. But I know I think it's the 13th annual, so we can only give Dustin so much credit. But he took an existing event and did a great job. But you know what? Everyone has a couple different types of soreness now, but a really good day, and it is such a great event for a great cause.
Yeah, no, I like you said, my first go at it, my feet are just too fat for those shoes, but my feet are fine now. My calves are burning still. So we'll see how they feel tomorrow. But God, I got to give a lot of credit to you ladies, Aaron. I don't know how you do it.
Or why.
Yeah, or why you do it.
I kept hearing today, pain is beauty. Like
my mom would tell me suffer to be beautiful as she tried to brush my hair when I was little. And honestly, that's just kind of a lot of things that we like to do for looking the way we want to look.
Yeah. I love today we got about, I don't know, we were probably about 47 seconds into the walk, and Lund with his arms out goes, you know what? It's just not worth it to be 6 feet tall.
Yeah. I'll take my flats, please.
I will say, when you are in correct fitting high heels, it makes a difference. And there's all sorts of little things you can do. I find high heels very comfortable. I can wear them all day.
Wow.
But you wear pajamas to the podcast.
Yeah. I mean, it's not all suffer to be beautiful.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I can be beautiful and cozy or whatever.
Yeah.
I can be cozy.
Just be you.
Yeah. I got nothing else. Sorry.
But and do you know who I looked like today struggled the most is maybe having an athletic frame doesn't help you in this, but Strybosh, you're having a bit of trouble today.
Yeah, I don't know if it was last year. I felt like I just was flying through, even to the point where at one point this week I had a 5-second thought of like, maybe I should like try to win this thing. And then 5 seconds later, I was like, no, that's a terrible idea. And then I started walking and we got to the first corner and I was like, I got to do 4 more laps of this. Like I'm going to die. And then leave it to Dustin to like do the math on how far a mile is.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, on my Apple Watch, I'm at 2.5 kilometers at the end of this thing. So my feet were just killing me.
Yeah, I think we did like a mile and a third today.
Yeah, but and for those of you not familiar with Walk a Mile in Her Shoes, it goes on, I know, like all over the place, and it is to raise money in this case for the Outreach Center, but also a lot of awareness for gender-based violence and domestic violence. So it is an important day, and that's the point, right? Is we're supposed to be uncomfortable. It's only for a half hour. I mean, hence the name Walk a Mile in Her Shoes. But I think too the Glad Game part of this is you see a lot of familiar faces out there. Like Scott will say in a little bit. This is like the first year that he's missed it. To always run into him there, but people really come out, and a lot of men, right? They put their pride and ego away, and they just go out and have fun. People dress up, and a lot of local businesses too support this event pretty heavily. So I mean, I hate to say it, Dustin does do a good job. he really does.
Yeah, he's great at planning events, so he's definitely found like the perfect role for him. So just another quick shout out to the Outreach Center while we're on it. Myself and some members at MMP, we were able to go help stuff the Tools for Schools backpacks a couple weeks ago for the start of school. I can't remember what the total number of what they packed in total, but it was an incredible experience. It was actually a lot of fun to go in there and pack those. We're all like the typical accountants, so it was nice to like put the things in the bag where they belong, just like we do with the numbers. So we all really enjoyed it, and it was really cool to see, sit in that room with all the school supplies that the community has like come together to purchase, and it was pretty incredible. So shout out to them.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they do so many things too, right? Obviously, the lip sync battle coming up in the winter. Our virtual, by the time this comes out, our virtual lip sync battle video should be out or almost. I've been afraid to edit it because I just don't even want to look at it. But I know there's lots of submissions coming in there. Probably at this point too late to submit one, but there's going to be voting going on. So make sure follow Lip Sync Battle or the Outreach Center as well on social media. And hey, we're going to need your vote. I'll tell you that much because I don't think we're getting through on style points alone. As always, we have more chamber things to chat about as well in our next segment. So let's head into Shooting the Breeze.
Bang, bang.
You looked at Kevin so intently for that.
I was picturing shooting him.
Yeah, that.
It's because last time I jumped in.
He stole.
But don't you know, job interviews and sound effects, always eye contact, never while eating a banana.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been doing that backwards this whole time.
Yeah.
Is that why you can't get a job?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't like bananas. Yeah. Just not for me.
Fair. I do this when I'm riding too. I gotta get ready for the next thing. Gotta wiggle it all.
When you're riding a horse.
Yes. It's important to be loose
Well,
when you're riding a horse.
Huh.
Cut it.
I
Cut
will
it all.
not a
Cut
chance.
it out.
Cut it.
So,
You sicko.
so being loose, always when riding a horse.
And eye contact.
Where does the banana fit in this?
Okay, weird question.
Hey, that's a fair question. We're just trying to. We don't know anything about riding horses.
Aaron.
Show up one time without a banana like an idiot.
Actually, I do have a friend whose horse loves bananas. Only if they're the right amount of ripe, though.
And one thing to talk about, wrap up a little bit, it'd be great if Dustin was here for this because I think he has the most to tell. But we did survive another Chubbs tournament this year down in Calgary. Dustin moved up, 16 spots on the last day to finish second place. So I guess we don't have to hear him brag about that. But no, the Chubbs was a great time. Everyone survived. A little different being in Calgary, because weren't far from home, but we were. But no heartburn for you this year, I think, Lund, or no crippling heartburn.
No crippling heartburn. I had I came prepared this year. I had a fantastic time. The pool was excellent. Good water slide.
Yeah.
Dinners
open till midnight too. That was nice.
That was big. Yeah.
That was nice in the morning, and then after the golf round too, just to kind of wash off all your shitty play and all your mistakes.
If you're not Lund, it was a quick walk to Denny's.
Yeah,
it was a 10-minute walk, and it took Lund a half hour to get there.
I Google mapped it, but I was on the not the walking directions, like the driving directions. So you had to drive out the wrong side of the parking lot, and then go down a block to hit the lights and do a U-turn. And I didn't, and I walked that entire way until I did the U-turn, and then I started walking back towards the casino, and I realized, all right, what's going on here? So half hour later, when it was literally a 5-minute walk, but I made it and had a great dinner.
Well, we were already in, and it was empty. It's like a truck stop Denny's basically on off Barlow Trail in South Calgary, and we were already eating, and we just saw Lund walk in. And I thought, oh my God, I hope he just came here by himself. I didn't know if he came because we're going on, or he just was really hungry, but just strolled in like he owned the place. And
I was just happy to get there, man. To be honest, I was just tired from my walk. But I would go back to Calgary in a heartbeat. You don't have to go far away for a trip. It just depends who you're with, obviously. Yeah. We every year we have a great group of guys. Everyone's there just to have a good time, and then whoever can hold it together the best usually wins it. So congrats to Darren Eklund this year, who
the first ever winner of the Chubbs. Now won year 11, so 10 years apart. First ever repeat champion too. And he's old, so it's more impressive.
Yeah,
He's 10 years older than he was when he first won.
yeah. I mean, we're all 10 years older now,
Yeah.
but
Well, we haven't won.
oh yeah.
Mm.
Thanks for reminding
Yeah,
me.
I blew it pretty bad this year.
I didn't want to win this year. I was having enough fun not to win, and I wanted some other guys that maybe weren't having as much fun as me to. Although Darren did have a lot of fun, so
Mm.
I was kind of hoping somebody else won.
The silver lining of that trip for me is we got to see a dude walking down the street of a small town with a parrot on his shoulder. So
Oh,
Mhm.
cool.
It was very random.
yeah. And hey, Darren, the winner, maybe this is why he won. He sprinted off the bus
To go to
and get a selfie with him.
Yeah.
So
That's great.
that's the winning mindset. But yeah, and again, Dustin's not here, but I guess we all put some work into the Chubs. But good work by him again at year 11, and hopefully next year is going to be in Kelowna. But who knows? Sorry, I do have to mention that we learned what a silent line dance is. We went to Ranchman's in Calgary.
Wow.
and-
This is what I wanted to comment on. We went to Ranchman's one night and we got there, 7? So it was a little early.
yeah.
And they have different dance floors throughout the bar, but the one that we were sitting by eating, there was all these people of all ages and everything out there. Like, I don't know, 20, 30 people. And they had headphones on, but the headphones were glowing blue. And they were not dancing to the music that we could hear. They were dancing to their own music. And there was an instructor out there in the middle, but like no one was really watching them. It was very clear that all these people were there because it was Thursday night and this is the night you go and
It was
line
Friday.
dance
It
or
was
whatever
Friday,
night and at Ranchman's.
Line dance lessons. Yeah.
And I know myself sitting there, I was actually thinking of the movie Wall-E. They were all in people that could actually move. In Wall-E, they're like too fat and they sit in the chairs, but like they all get directed where to go in Wall-E, and that's just all I could think about was all these people dancing to their own beat,
Yeah.
but like right there in the middle. I don't know. It was a very weird experience. It was the first time I've seen that sort of thing, and I didn't like it.
That was actually my one regret is that I didn't try
Yeah,
out the weird headphone line dancing.
It seems like it'd
Yeah.
be up your
Yeah.
alley.
Kevin did. So we had like a spot up above where you could look down on the dance floor, and the line dancing starts. And so I went to Ranchman's like a lot in my early 20s, like probably at least 2 times a month. And there's the usual line dances. There's like 4 or 5 of them. Literally everything's a line dance now, and it is ridiculous.
Mhm.
And we look down, and all of a sudden there's Strybosh just like bumbling around. And we're like, oh, what an idiot. And then 30 seconds later, he's doing the whole dance, like memorized, teaching other people how to do it. Dustin too. Dustin did do pretty well at that, but Kevin especially just down there by himself. Everyone else is up there. Usually it's like, hey, everyone, let's go dance. No, he's just down there.
Yeah, good for him.
You know when you just find your element?
Yeah,
And
that is your element.
that was my element.
Yeah, you should have put those headphones on.
Yeah.
You're on the actual dance floor. People, you would confuse the crap out of everybody. All right, now what do we talk about?
I don't know, but do you ever think that maybe we were at Ranchman's at the same time?
No, I
that's
mean, I do
weird.
now.
Yeah, like we probably
Yeah.
were. I'd have been there with my friends and,
Yeah.
just doing horse girl stuff. That's what we were doing.
What's
Wait, hold on.
what's
Oh, we went like with like Spruce Meadows parties a lot, like rider parties, during the Masters and stuff. So it's just a bunch of
You're
horse
all the girls
girls.
that didn't have time for people, non-horse
Yeah,
people like me.
exactly.
Lundy's like, tell me more about
Yeah.
these horse girls.
yeah? What's horse girl stuff?
Is it?
I mean, you mostly just talk about horses a lot.
These horse girls, is it the top half or the bottom half? Like a centaur type of thing. It's important for Lund. Yeah.
Yeah, some of.
Yeah, he's like, which half do I want?
Lund, would you rather?
Yeah, that's
Actually.
Now
that's
here's
a
the
good
thing:
question.
if the top half is a horse, obviously
That's-
there's some important things there.
that's a
But at the
head.
bottom, think of the money you'd save on gas if the bottom half is the horse.
I think
You could ride your wife all over town.
if I have to choose, I think I go top half, top half woman, bottom half horse. If I had to
Pretty
choose,
top heavy.
yeah, but
Sorry,
if
you
I'm-
want top half horse?
no top half
Oh,
woman.
okay.
Oh, I thought you said top half horse.
No,
Oh.
no,
Huh.
like a true centaur, or
Yeah.
what do they call? What do they call a woman centaur? A centaur?
Whatever
Yeah, I
her
think
name
so.
is.
Yeah,
Bev, I don't know. Susan.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, not Susan. Just the
I mean,
first two
she
women
is a horse
things.
girl.
That'd be awesome. We just go hunting together. I could pull out my bow and arrow, and my wife, horsewoman, could I could ride her around, and we could get tonight's catch. I think the majority of people would want top half. I'd say almost 90% would want top half woman, bottom half
Would you have
horse.
arm? This is now important. Like, what's the top half? Because would you have human arms or like
Yeah.
horse legs?
No, it'd be human. It'd be
You'd
women
be-
from the
yeah.
waist up.
So then you wouldn't have arms, or are arms
Yeah.
like an add-on?
No, it's like a centaur.
No, I'm talking about if the top half is horse.
Oh,
You'd have human arms, but I feel like you wouldn't have shoulders. You'd just have a neck.
wait. If the top half is a horse, can they talk in English, or are they gonna just neigh?
This is your
Hey.
fantasy.
Well, now I'm thinking about it.
I'm envisioning like top half. You've got arms, you've got shoulders, like human,
Like
Yeah.
and then you only have 2 horse legs, so you don't have the
Oh.
full like centaur.
Oh, you're
like-
right, because there's 6
4.
legs on us, or 2 arms.
That's
or
right.
4
You got
legs,
6
yeah.
appendages instead of just regular 4. So
Watching young Hercules and Xena has shown me it is a full horse body. Then where the neck would be is a human torso.
Yeah,
yeah, but that's
So
a
if
make
we're going-
fairy tale land.
No, I'm sorry. And
And, like,
I go by Xena rules
Yeah.
for a lot of things in my life.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
This
But-
is the
wait,
WWXD.
okay. But if you look at a minotaur, which is a man body and a bull head,
Right.
he has human arms. They're just hairy.
Yeah, but Minotaur is just crazy. You're not gonna have a relationship with a Minotaur.
I would.
You're-
That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Let's
gonna-
be a
he's
little
gonna
more
tear
realistic
you
here,
apart.
Aaron, with this.
centaurs.
I know.
Come on.
I think there's books about it. Spicy books.
and yeah, I'm sure there is. And
So.
you know what? Like mermaids, I think I want top half woman, bottom half fish.
No, that tracks. That's a
Yeah.
classic mermaid.
Yeah.
A fish with human legs is.
I'm just a top half. I'm a top half guy.
Hey.
One's in a personality.
Yeah.
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 Fair.
Okay, I'm glad we cleared that up.
All right.
Maybe we put that to a vote.
Hey,
Oh,
Ted,
that
start a
could be-
poll.
There, yeah.
Yeah.
I hate this podcast so much.
That was one of the dumbest things
Yeah.
we ever talked about.
And you know what? That's probably going to be like the most entertaining where we've ever.
And that's why we wouldn't have been friends if
Yeah.
we were going to
Because-
ranchments at the same
because we
time.
weren't- Too many human parts. Yeah.
That would be sick though to wear like a centaur costume to Ranchmans though. Think of all horse girls you'd get.
It's true.
Just over there eating hay.
Hey, girl.
Damn. Next year.
Oh.
Oh,
Where do I?
Maybe we can circle back to this.
sorry.
Like I know. I think I started it too, but it's
Yeah.
like it's just like physical pain right now. Everything's blurry. Like I can taste colors right now. This is okay. Let's bring it back on the rails though, because we do have more Red Deer Chamber stuff to talk about. We've brewed up another episode of Lund Employed for you to all enjoy, and well, you're about to get the really terrible pun there. This time, Lundy took his talents over to Red Heart Brewing. Our friends there let him come in for a bit of a tryout, and as always, it went, but instead of telling you all about it, we're going to show you. So here we go, episode 4 of Lund Employed. Hello, everyone. Welcome to, well, unfortunately for this man, but very fortunately for the rest of us, episode 4 of Lund Employed, presented by the Red Deer and District Chamber of Commerce. I'm Ted Emmett from the Oh Deer podcast. This is my good friend, Mr. Ryan Lund, who is still, despite his best efforts, on the job hunt. That brings us to Red Heart Brewery here, a new partner of ours as well. Jared has very graciously invited Lund to come in and try his hand at being a brewer. Lund, I don't know what you know about making beer, but I know you know how to get rid of beer.
I've drank beer. I've watched people drink beer. I've watched people serve beer. I have no idea how it's made. But I know I'm coming in with a good attitude, and I think I have a lot to bring to Red Heart Brewing.
Well, I think that at least, you know, the interest level is high, and I think that'll serve you well. So, serve you well. So let's get in there, and well, hopefully you don't get canned.
All right.
Hey, man.
Thanks for having us.
Hey, thanks for coming, guys.
It's your problem now.
Ryan,
Jared.
thanks for giving me the opportunity today.
Yeah, man. How's your beer knowledge?
Knowledge, not so good.
Where was India Pale Ales invented?
India.
England. Okay, you know what? We teach on the job. First things first, 3 F's of craft beer uniforms is flannel, facial hair, and flannel. So you brought a flannel? That was in the email?
Yeah, you're not gonna believe it, but I actually did bring
Dude, you're gonna be great.
So, do you want me to throw this on before
Yeah,
we
let's
get
do
started? Okay. Okay, Ryan. This is the one. I can feel it. Just don't say anything stupid, act professional, and relax. Have fun. This is your dream job.
You know what? I do think this is the one for you, Lundy. You know what? You know beer. You like beer. You look great. Let's find out if Jared likes it or not.
I'm actually really uncomfortable in here, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, now you got your craft beer uniform. I'll show you kind of the tour here. We got seats down here, got a little stage.
Do you guys have performers here?
Yeah, we've had a bunch of bands. I also carved drink good beer, do good things into that beam. That's our little motto.
Did you actually carve it?
Yeah, I did. I used to be a carpenter, so we built all this stuff.
Oh, wow.
Got this fireplace. Above the fireplace is Harry. So that's an elk that my dad shot in 1992.
Did your dad name him before he shot him?
I believe Harry's mother named him.
Bambi?
Harry. The name is Harry.
No, but his mother might be Bambi.
Have you seen Bambi?
No.
That's an elk, not a deer. Anyway, so heart is Old English for deer.
Okay.
So when European settlers came here, they were introduced to the Red Deer River. It was called the Red Deer River.
Yeah.
The translation was Waskasoo, which means elk river.
Okay.
But the European settlers thought that the elk was the same animal as the red deer that they have in Europe.
I can understand their confusion, actually. I get it.
So that's why we call it Red Heart Brewing. It's just red deer. You want to see upstairs?
Yeah, sure.
I carved this hop on the bottom of this post here.
Is it a beehive?
It's a hop.
I didn't understand at first, but now I understand. Yeah, because you're a brewery. That makes more sense. You guys aren't a honey shop. A little intimidating looking at everything up here, but I'm excited to get started.
So yeah, and then here's Kurt. Kurt's gonna be canning with you today.
How's it going, man?
Hey, Ryan.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You got any previous experience?
Just drinking it, not making it.
Well, we're gonna change that today.
Hey, I'm willing to learn, so teach me everything you can.
Roll these 3 high into that hole back there. It takes some practice, but especially with these ones because they don't interlock.
Oh. Is that 20? Oh, shit. Oh my God. I'll grab it. Oh, shit.
Yeah, so anyway, good to go. All we have to do is check carb now, and then we can hook up beer and we'll get going.
All right.
All right, let's do that.
Let's do it.
So this guy, Zom, measures carbonation in the beer. So all you have to do, make sure this guy is in and turned, squeeze this bulb, pressure it up to about 15 pounds.
Okay.
So that's gonna bring beer down to here.
Yeah.
So right now, as you can see, it's almost 0 degrees.
Oh, I need to do another workout challenge.
So that is right where we want it. So we're gonna clean this out now so it doesn't get all gummed up, and then we're gonna start canning. Ready? I'm gonna hit start, and you're gonna start weighing and calling them out while keeping this full.
Okay.
If they're under 475, just put them in that flat.
432. 466. 480.
Full feed. 480 is a keeper. That's what we're looking for.
489. 488. 489.
Okay, those are all keepers.
You got it?
I don't know how to use this thing, but yeah, I can figure it
Okay,
out.
so set one in, and then all you do is just touch it. That's it.
Whoa, that's pretty cool. You guys ever label one upside down as like a special can? Oh. Someone order a keg? No? Okay. I actually don't know where I'm going with this, Jared.
Yeah, we're taking that close.
Oh. Oh.
Like that.
Well, let's change the station here.
Hey, how's it going? You got Ted with you. Hope you're having a great day so far. I want to talk about something
This guy
really
sucks.
important this morning.
When's lunch?
Yeah, right now.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Okay, man, so nice and professional. We should get him to sign off on the invoice, and then we're good to go.
Sounds good. Dusty, you piece of shit. Just seeing your signature.
Well, you got the lingo down.
You were grunting a lot. That was an empty keg. Okay, Ryan, next up, we're working the bar with Gary.
Hey, Ryan.
Nice to meet you. Do we go by Ryan or Lund? What do you want?
You know, either or, just anything but fired.
We'll see what we can do.
Okay, appreciate it.
45-degree angle. I'll do just a blonde.
Just a blonde. So you said 45-degree angle.
Now straighten it out. Very nice. Close enough. Wait.
You know what, pal? No, stay there. How's your day going?
Good.
Any problems?
I'm having a problem getting a beer. Oh no.
All right, she's coming fast.
These are my clean pads. Don't. You've done this before,
Yeah.
right? You've done this?
Well, yeah, wipe the counter down so it'll slide. 3, 2, 1.
I did not think that was gonna work.
Can I recommend the Irish Red?
Yeah, I'll have one of those.
And one traditional English pale.
Ramby's Revenge.
Bambi's Revenge.
Double IPA.
This is like 2 beers in one, so watch yourself.
And I'll have the Pretty Bird. Porter.
Pretty Bird Porter.
Pretty Bird Porter. Pretty Bird Porter coming up. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
We appreciate your business.
You're welcome. Bye now.
Have a good one. Hey, sailor, what can I get? Good. What can I get for you today?
Well, can I do a
Hey, cutie.
Coors Light?
No.
I'll do one of the blondes, please.
Coming up. I'll clean that up later. How's your day going?
Excellent. How about you?
I've had better, man.
Oh yeah? And what?
I recently got laid off.
Again?
Yeah. I know you think it'd be the one time. Got laid off and trying to find a new job. Working at this place, make ends meet. Got a rash that, like, in places you don't want one. Don't have a girlfriend. Behind on my mortgage. The sun's out, so I'm getting sunburned every day.
Jeez.
It's been rough.
I hear that.
I mean, I could actually use a beer.
Yeah. What can you pour yourself there?
I'd like the coffee beer, actually.
That one's on me.
My man. Cheers.
Okay, no, Ryan. Now, you got this wrong. You're supposed to listen to their problems, not unload your problems on the customer.
I see.
So let's try that again.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I'll take another.
Round 2, buddy.
You know, yeah, do it again.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, hey? All right.
You watching this?
You said you were ready. What you have? Here's your beer.
Thank you.
And someone will be by right away to clean that up. And it's probably not gonna be me.
So you've learned how to serve beer and get cans. What else do you need to learn?
Well, I mean,
Do you want to change a keg?
Yeah.
Just grab that keg right there and just put it up on this rack right here.
Okay.
All right, Jared, so we got Len's, I don't know, partway through. I don't know if he's going to be done soon or what.
Yeah, he might be done soon.
What do we think so far?
I mean, he's got a great heart.
But does he have a red heart?
I think it's a
250 pounds.
I think it's a 2-person job.
He has gumption though, we know that.
Moxie.
I mean, I could probably do it. But,
Well,
wow. I mean, holy. Okay.
yeah, Moxie. So maybe you can train him. I don't know, but let's talk a little bit about red heart.
Yeah, our dream was I used to live in Scotland, and like the pub culture over there, it's no TVs, it's community space. People don't hang out at their houses as much. It's like you have the pub where neighbors meet and talk, and that's what we wanted to create, is this community space where people could catch up and not be distracted by TVs, and it's coming here to have a nice chat with your friends and family. So we've really happy how that part turned out. We've had like a real cool community grow up around here.
Then obviously then you have a lot of regulars, you want to treat them right, and that's why you're probably a little particular about who you hire, right, and who you have here. You guys do seem like a family, and we see on social media you have a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're definitely like looking for a certain kind of person for our tap room face at the front, and I mean, he's got moxie. Yeah, we discussed.
Yeah.
We're going to tap this keg now.
Okay.
So just take the coupler and seat it into the keg, give it a quarter turn,
Okay.
and then shoot the handle down.
Okay, so put it in.
Just give it a shot.
Yeah, I guess we'll let you, it's just about that time now to go figure out if Lundy is hired or fired. So I'll let you get to it, and I'm gonna sit here and dry off.
That's good. Oh God.
Okay, man, what'd you think?
Man, I had a blast today. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, everyone here is super cool. Like everyone's really willing to teach and help me out. I learned a lot. Was willing to try everything today. So I thought it went really, really well.
Did you see some spots where maybe you recognized that there was some growth?
Yeah, there's a few places I might be able to like improve on a little bit, but for the most part, I nailed it.
There was some issues though.
Name one.
I mean, you dropped like 8 glasses. You drank 9 beers. You also called Dustin a piece of shit.
Well, he is. But no, that's on me. You're right. That's not professional. That's my fault. Yeah. But I can improve.
Okay, you know what? I think we'd be willing to give you a shot.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Jared, he dumped a whole cup of coffee into the mash tun.
Like with the cup?
Yeah.
But not on purpose.
You dropped an entire cup of coffee?
So, but like you guys have a coffee flavored beer.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, I think we're gonna respectfully decline, and yeah, thanks for your efforts, man. Yeah. Thanks anyway. No, I need the flannel.
This is mine.
Sorry, man.
Ugh. My type of luck. Can I still drink here?
Yeah.
No.
Again?
They were looking for something I'm not.
Good. Oh, that was mean. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm kind of mad. Like you spilled on me.
I know.
These are my weekend pants.
I know.
It's Friday afternoon. I don't know what it's. Sorry, this isn't about me. I still thought. Did you have? You looked like you had some fun. You learned some stuff.
I really wanted this one. This would have been a perfect fit. I was good at being a bartender, talking about my problems, listening to problems. I was good at pouring beer. Not so good at serving beer, but or tapping a keg or making beer. But I thought I was the right man for the job. But I think when the time comes, I will find the right fit.
You know, Lundy, I was rooting for you for this one too, because, you know, everyone here at Red Heart is great. We work with them a lot, but yeah, not everything's for you. I'm sure something is for you. And the good news is we get to do this all one more time. So thank you everyone for tuning in once again to Lund Employed, presented by the Red Deer and District Chamber of Commerce. We'll see you on the next episode. And you know what, Lund? I'll buy you a beer. Come on.
Thanks, man. They actually said I could come back, so this
Okay.
works out. Yeah.
I'm back, bitches.
A huge thank you again to Red Heart Brewing for having us, especially since they for sure lost money that day. More than you made them at being there that day. But Lundy, I thought you had that one, honestly.
I mean,
you screwed up a lot, but there's a lot of places where you fit in really well.
They
too.
saw my commitment and my willingness to learn. And I think if some circumstances were different, they would have given me a shot. It wasn't a hard no. It was just a not right now no, which is nice.
I mean, it was a no, yes that turned into a no real quick, actually.
Yeah, well, if somebody didn't rat on me.
You mean Riley, who filmed you drop a coffee?
Yeah, exactly.
But hey, on the bright side, Erin's baby is now made her podcast debut, which is maybe she'll get recognized more than you do.
Honestly.
You know what? It's important to get those child stars started early.
She did great. The charisma and the aptitude she showed for acting. That little moment where she
knew.
Yeah,
she
looked at the camera.
You scared her too. I think when you dropped the glass.
Yeah, as a business advisor to my clients, Ryan, one thing I'd tell them is you should generate more money than what you cost the business.
I think I do in like the long run. Maybe not like if you're just looking at that day in a vacuum, maybe not. But I'm a big picture guy. Like you can't just.
I mean, we haven't really done an ROI on these, so we should start looking.
Yeah,
that's a good glass half full. Yeah. Top half, human half attitude. Yeah. Hey, we're not going back to that.
That would be cool to invent a glass where you only fill up the top. That's right. I'm gonna write that down in my new book, Scott.
Well, you could just
no. You have a
like a wine
little
glass,
weaver.
maybe?
No, like a beer mug, but then you have something that cuts it off at the half. So when you pour your beer, it only fills up the top half, and then you can make all the top half jokes. The glass half full jokes.
Or you could just fill the bottom half and it's still half full.
He's a top half guy.
You're a top half guy.
Yeah. I'll make the prototype.
So you could choose which half of the beer glass to be full.
I want the top half. Yeah. You guys will see. I think there's something there.
The bottom half gets wild.
Yeah.
Well, if you're still with us, you can head to our YouTube page to catch every episode of London Employed, a whole bunch of other crap that we do too, which, I mean, some of it's okay, but it's easier to generalize it as crap. And a new episode coming out too, where Lund is going to be a dry cleaner working at Classic Cleaners here in town. So keep your eyes open for that as well. You really want to watch this episode of London Employed because last episode at Red Heart, Erin's baby, Kenzie, made her a podcast debut, a special cameo appearance. This time, there's a cameo by the one and only Kelly Lund in this one that you are not going to miss.
Yeah. I don't want to ruin anything, but she was fantastic.
Yeah. And Kelly, if you're listening to this right now, make sure you go back to full speed.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to sound drunk.
I think you know what? That's a perfect time to tell that story. We're off the rails anyway. I don't think you've told this story. No.
I think I probably told you guys it. Yeah, offline. But about 2 or 3 episodes ago, she it was some random day. She called me and she said, "Oh, I just listened to your podcast. You guys, it was great as always, but I think you guys drank too much." I was like, "Well, no, we didn't drink any more than we usually do." She goes, "No, everyone was slurring. Even your guest was slurring. How many beers did you have?" And I was trying to think back, and I'm like, 2 maybe. She's like, "No, you had way more than that. You every single person was slurring." So I was like, "Okay, that's weird." I hadn't listened to it yet, so
shocker.
Yeah. So I was like, "Oh, when I listen to it, I'll let you know if I see what you saw." 3 days later, she calls back in their vehicle. She goes, "Okay, I figured it out." She started playing it for her sister on the way up to Calgary. And 2 minutes in, her sister realizes, oh, it's on 0.75 speed. So all of our sentences were really drawn out and really, really slow. And we did sound, if you want a good laugh, listen to it at 0.75 speed because we do sound slow.
I mean, if you really want a good laugh, listen to literally anything else but this podcast. But yeah, you're right. It is.
So anyway, we figured out we weren't drunk. It was just my mom didn't know her phone or vehicle could do half speed or quarter speed or 1.5 speed. So yeah, lesson learned for everyone involved.
You know what I took from that? Kelly listens to every podcast all the way through.
Yeah, I think she does.
Honestly, good for her for sticking with it at 0.75 speed, because that makes for a real long podcast.
Yeah.
She's a real fan.
It was probably 4 hours for her.
Yeah, that's a good
Can you imagine listening to the top, bottom half horse stuff on...
We would sound hammered with that conversation.
Oh. We sounded some kind of way. And I guess so we'll move right into deer call.
Did that deer just give birth?
Yeah.
It was disappointed in something.
Yeah, that deer has had a rough week.
Ride that horse.
Yeah.
Those better horse noises than deer noises.
Yeah, I'm a horse guy now.
We don't need to get back into this. He's a horse guy.
I know the answer. It's fine. Top half.
Top half, yeah.
Okay. Love this.
What are we doing?
Deer call. Deer call.
Hey, we have two $25 cilantro and chive gift cards to give away, as we do with every deer call. All you have to do is watch for the deer call to be posted on Instagram and Facebook, comment, and then you'll be in the draw to win. This time, I did go on it like basic this time, go figure, but it is a sad time of year for me, especially where summer really is coming to a close. I'm not down with people like in August talking about the pumpkin spice, this and that. Oh, so excited for fall. Once it's here, we can embrace it. So I did ask just what's your favorite thing about fall? We did get some pretty, I give them stock answers, I guess, obvious answers, but also some different ones. But I think it's something this is going to help talk me through my end of summer blues. So our first winner, Leanne, said this is more, I guess, now because ASMR is a big thing too, but walking through all the crunchy leaves, or like even if you're a kid or
what's ASMR?
Audio.
I actually don't know what it stands for, but like all the videos and stuff where it's just like, or like the cutting of everything. It's basically like sounds that like satisfying sounds.
Okay.
So like the sound of leaves crunching is like ASMR, right? Or jumping in leaves is fun. Now, I guess the only time is if you're trying to like follow someone through the woods. That might be more of a summertime activity with no crunchy leaves, but
Who are you following?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that I'm trying to. We have a wide audience.
Yeah, if you're into that sort of thing,
and
like stalking or kidnapping.
But I honestly, the one thing I don't is if you are just walking and like you're, walking faster than someone in front of you, and they can hear the crunching leaves, and they do think you're like creeping up on them or something.
I actually remember it was 2 summers ago when it was like that one of the crazy heat waves, and it was like 30 degrees even at night. And we recorded a podcast, went super late. I came home and I thought, it's midnight, it's 30 degrees. I'm brave and I'm going to take my dog for a walk. Oof. And then there was a poor man walking behind me and I got scared. And then I called my husband, and then so I was like, just, like, somebody's walking behind me. I'm almost home because he was at work. Yeah. I get home and I'm going into the house, and this poor man, like, I think he realized that I was feeling uncomfortable.
Oh, I thought you were like talking about his financial status when you said the poor man behind me. No, why is that important?
He was a normal man who was also out for a walk at that time of night, coming. I don't know, but I got a little nervous, and then I was like going to my house, and he very kindly sensed that I was stressed out about it and stopped. And I think he just pretended to tie his shoe and then crossed the road so that he didn't feel like he was following me to the house.
Or he knew you were onto him, and then aborted whatever he was going to do.
So,
great story about fall. It's okay. I got us there. That's my fault. Yeah. But this is obvious for a lot of us. The other winner was Ashley, and Shani also said football starts in the fall, NFL football. Football in the fall, it is like, for me, that's the biggest thing that I get excited for. Like, the NHL will be back. I guess by the time this podcast comes out, the Red Deer Rebels will have already started their regular season. But some about football to know, like, you can just waste a whole Sunday watching it. I think is, it brings people together with fantasy football. I think Kevin's landlord is even slowly coming around to football. And at the very least, you just go out somewhere and eat some junky food and have a couple beers and watch the game with your friends. So
it's, for me, football is a big one. I don't know if anyone added this to the list, but I don't have AC in my house. So just getting those hot nights done and over with and not having your house be 30 degrees at night.
Well, because it is like if you go, Lund has a split level house, upstairs and downstairs on a hot day is like a 10 to 15 degree difference.
Yeah.
And it's a lot cooler in the basement where I sleep, but then when you have Lund crawl in the middle of the night, it gets a little toastier. So I'll miss you, but it is nice to have a bed to myself again. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I like fall.
But it is the weather. Kim did say sweater weather too. I think a lot of people prefer
sweater
like that. And it is fall fashion is a big thing. I'm sure. I think I lost it, but someone there said fall fashion, which again you never know by the pajamas she wears to the podcast. But Aaron, you're like a big like thrift store fall fashion type of person.
I do love a sweater and a thrift store.
Tina said the colors, which again is like a pretty obvious answer there. Karen said no mosquitoes, but I think I speak for everyone when I say, hey, I did not see one mosquito this whole entire summer, but the wasps is insane. But that's how Lund's gotten his exercise, because I've never seen anyone like react more wild, like thrash about when a wasp is around. Like I get it, you don't want to get bit, but you get like a full body calorie burn when you're going.
Just protecting myself. You never know where they're going to sting you. You never know how bad it's going to hurt. And I'd rather just not be stung. So if I can do anything to prevent that, I will.
I've never had anyone tell me what a good purpose of the wasp is.
I don't think there is.
I don't think there is either.
Yeah, I get the bumblebee, but the wasp or the hornet.
When I think it's there's a huge population of aphids this year, which wasps eat. So then their like colonization was
fat.
It was just the right conditions for the colonies to thrive. But I know every year this time of year the wasps get bad, but it's been like I've never seen. Yeah.
Well, what eats wasps? What should we bring in to take care of this wasp issue?
I don't know. I actually don't know what.
I know bats eat mosquitoes, but
maybe spend less time worrying about horse births and learn a little more about wasps.
I know there was an old lady who swallowed a fly.
No.
And then
there's no wasps in that.
I think they sent in a bird to get the fly, then a cat to get the bird.
Yeah, but that has nothing
to do with
wasps.
This sounds like a nursery rhyme.
It is.
There
was an old lady who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed that fly.
Yeah, there's a whole
I guess
book.
she'll die.
That's a dark ending to that.
Did you just make that up?
I did not, but I could have.
Okay, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out for next episode. What takes care of the wasps?
All right.
Bailey said this is right up Lund's alley for sure. Perfect weather for long walks.
That's very true. Like it just.
Yeah,
in the hot summer heat, you just start sweaty. It gets gross.
You crunch through the leaves. Wear a nice sweater.
Yeah.
And that Shelby said pumpkin spice everything,
of course.
Which is I think even Red Heart. I think they just put out a pumpkin spice beer, which I think is funny because they obviously did it because pumpkin spice everything. But then Kayleen said making fun of all the pumpkin spice people. So you can't really have one without the other.
It's true.
I feel like you're not a pumpkin spice guy.
I'm not, but I'm willing to try it.
Yeah. I mean, I love it, but not like what did this year they rolled out the pumpkin spice latte like in the third week of August or something stupid like
the Spirit of Halloween store opened in August.
Yeah.
Like every year it gets earlier and it's so frustrating.
Yeah. Let me enjoy the dog days of summer.
October 1st, I'll think about Halloween.
Yeah.
But I don't like my kids see it. So then in August, we're like searching for Halloween costumes and their mind's going to change 18 times.
Yeah.
It's just,
sounds like
I don't understand why we're so early.
It sounds like a brilliant move on the retailers.
Yeah. You say the realtors.
Yeah.
Good job, Andrew Russell. Yeah.
On the retailers show,
Well,
though.
what do you think?
They
There's
know what
probably a
kids do.
certain big box store that has very cheap hot dogs that you can get. They already have Christmas stuff out.
Yeah, I was there last night. There was some Christmas stuff like right when you walk
Yeah.
in. I thought, really?
September, wow.
Like at least wait till October. Like Mariah Carey has not defrosted yet.
No. No one actually really mentioned anything about Halloween because that is like later fall, but that's a fun time of year, but that comes later. Brittany is really speaking my language on this one, and that's soup season.
Yeah.
It is like soup is an any time of year thing, but I always like to make a big pot of chili too. That I always make so much. Kevin always gets some extra too, but it's just not like a summer food. It doesn't feel right. Remember, Lund, one time you ordered a soup in the summertime at a pub in Canmore, and the guy goes, "Who the hell ordered the soup?" And Lund looks at us, goes, "Did I just get chirped by the bus boy?"
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't any of his business.
It was, but it was like 30 degrees at 9:30 at night.
The soup looked good. It felt like soup. There's no
It was
rule.
good soup. No, there's
Why
no
else
rule.
would they have it on the menu if they don't like allow people to order soup in the summertime? It's
Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should.
It was July 14th. It was plus 34.
Yeah,
yeah, it was.
And we had just drank 14 beers that day playing golf.
Yeah.
Give me the soup.
Hey, from what I remember, the soup was good. I had zero regrets. And
as good as it was that night, how good would it be like on a fall day? Even better. Yeah.
Super chilly. Like, anything that warms the soul.
Yeah. Michelle said probably the most relatable one for anyone with kids is the kids going back to school. And then Kathy said too, getting back to a routine, because summer's awesome, but even for me, like a single guy with no kids, it's so hectic.
Yeah, I mean, especially me with kids, like the summers the weekends get so busy that you don't really get anything done. Like in September, we were like, oh, it's nice to actually like be at home, not have too much planned, and like clean the house or whatever. But same thing, like routine starts, sports starts, school starts. It's kind of a good time. Like work kind of picks up again and kind of things are back to normal. So. And
what Krista said, a harvest season on the farm, which I would think for farmers is like their least favorite time of the year, because my goodness, they would work. I know now like the machines, there's a lot of them self-driving, whatever. They're still just out there for so many hours. It's insane.
It's busy. It's fun too. Like you have the dinners out in the field. And so it is a lot of work, but it's also, if you've had a good harvest, it's really rewarding as well.
So that was it for the answers from our listeners. Mine is, I think what I like about fall now is September's turned into like the month to do a lot of big events. And it's turned into one of the more fun months of the year, only because a lot of the events, like everyone goes to them because their people aren't away on summer vacation and stuff like that. We sorry to both Kevins, you missed it this year, but we just played in the annual PAP Foundation golf tournament. That's always in September, and there's just so many events like that. Oktoberfest is coming up, and you know what, as an MC too, I get pretty busy doing those events, which is always nice. So something kind of a newer development as far as fall has gone, but September somehow has become like the busiest month of the year.
Wow, I love fall. It is, I think, my favorite season. September especially, because my husband and I, we had our first date in September. We got married in September. But more importantly, in fall, you get a pumpkin, you can carve it, you can put it on your head, and you can have a pumpkin head for an afternoon and take some really fun photos. And that's my favorite thing to do in the fall.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So the top half is a pumpkin.
Yes. Yes.
If you buy a big enough pumpkin, you could have the bottom half.
I would.
Like that Gruber baby?
Yeah.
Wait, no.
It was
Angedis.
Angedis?
Yeah.
The Gruber
By the way,
baby.
That's
The Gerber baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you say Gruber?
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
Hey, that's a know what I mean, not what I say type of thing. Yeah.
I knew I was close.
Yeah.
Look at that little Gruber. I think my favorite thing about fall, yes, I mean sports like football and then hockey, that's kind of like later fall.
Yeah.
It's like second half of fall.
What about, I mean, maybe you could steal this from me. Fall golf is kind of nice too. If you get a nice day in the fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, until all the leaves are everywhere and then you can't find your ball.
I do
fairways.
I do like the
still there.
The no mosquitoes, the milder temperatures, and I do agree that like you said before, Ted. I think with a lot of our friends having kids and getting the kids back to school in fall, it does kind of open up a lot of people's Septembers to maybe do a few more things. I guess depends how old your kids are and how many extracurricular activities they're involved in. But summers are just so busy for almost everybody. So it does kind of feel like after summer's over, you get to kind of regroup with your friends or regroup with family and just kind of, get back into a rhythm. So I don't know if I have one favorite thing or a bunch of things.
I don't have anything super original outside of the answers we got on Instagram, but
What a basic white.
I know I'm so basic.
Put a pumpkin on your head. Have some fun.
But yeah, the like football and hockey starting, that's great. But there's almost like nothing better than just one of those quintessential like early September days where it's like nice crisp, like 8 degrees in the morning. And then it's like slowly climbs. And then all of a sudden it's like 22 degrees in the afternoon, but then it gets nice and cool again. Like Lund said, just before bed, like that is just, that's like prime, just a perfect day.
The temperature swings are crazy right now though. Cause like when I leave the house around 5, it's cold. Yesterday we hit 0.
Yeah.
And then it was 23 degrees. So like it's like, I mean, I only work till 10 a.m. so it doesn't matter. But like you have to bring like different clothes and like bring an extra jacket or ditch your jacket or whatever because the temperature swings are crazy. But you're right. Like it is the crisp fall morning type of thing is pretty nice.
Yeah, for me, I think we kind of talked about it. Like for one, definitely a reprieve from the heat. I know earlier this month here in September, there was a couple days where we still were like plus 33 and we had a great summer, I think. And that second day in September of the plus 30, like I was just done with it. I just thought this is
too much.
It's too much. I'm done. So I echo your comments, Kev, about just kind of the cooler nights. And again, just like for a family, getting back into the routine, it's kind of nice. And the kids starting school and they're all starting like something new. Like it's kind of exciting.
It's exciting.
And they're like getting new routines and new friends. And so yeah, it's just kind of the, new year of sports and all that stuff. So it's kind of like a new beginnings type of thing after a really good summer. So yeah, I've really enjoyed it so far. And I think Dustin maybe mentioned our last podcast, or he has at some point, like it seems like the summers are extending.
Yeah.
And I mean, I look today, like, late September, we're going to still be highs of 24.
Yeah.
Well, I think Thanksgiving last year, like mid-October was about 28 because I remember golfing. And it was hot.
It's crazy.
In shorts,
So yeah, it's nice to be able to kind of experience,
nice
still outside and even like going for runs or stuff around the trails, and you don't get like it's not too hot where you're like this is not nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty basic stuff.
Yeah,
but
it is basic, but I mean, kind of by design because everyone equates loving fall with being basic. But we're just trying to shine a positive light. We will not be asking this question about winter because winter is just straight ball sack.
Yeah, that's fair.
But hey, on that lovely note, thank you to everyone, as always, who participated in our Deer Call. Keep your eyes open for our next Deer Call on Facebook and Instagram. Keep on commenting for your chance to win a gift card.
What's your preferred animal, top half or bottom half?
And vote honestly.
Okay, that'll be a separate. I'll let you post that on your personal Instagram.
Okay.
That's all right. Well, now we're going to move on to because we were talking about back to school. Thank you, as always, coworker Aaron. As like the day before, as I text you and Kevin in a panic. Well, guess what? I didn't think of a game, but I know back when we did Dustin versus Lund, Kathleen, one of our was a listener. I don't know if she still listens or not, but a teacher made like a little bit of a 4th grade test for you guys. So we're basically all going to do that again.
Yeah, I Googled "Are you smarter than a 5th grader?" questions, and I then copied and pasted them onto my phone.
is this Canada or US version?
It is. I didn't pick anything that was regional like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're fine.
Like how Lund thought there's an Arctic region of Alberta. Yeah.
Oh, I'm the only one ever to make a mistake. Yeah.
Maybe that mistake.
Yeah, sue me.
All right, so this is obviously, Aaron, you're going to ask a question. We're all going to answer on our whiteboards here. The loser, we decided, just now talking about, it doesn't have to necessarily be a picture with a giant pumpkin, but someone has to do a photo, especially because these firefighter photos are getting pretty tired. Has to do a nice photo shoot in some kind of fall, like basically like an Ann Geddes or the Gruber baby, as you put it.
I want to see a sleeping man in a pumpkin patch.
Yeah. Something like that. Like we'll find inspiration for the photo. I remember my sister used to collect those photos, so I know exactly what we're in for. And because this is basically, are you smarter than a fifth grader? But we got to avoid copyright. So this is, are you more intelligent than a 10-year-old?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Working title. Oh yeah. Popping pills.
Mints.
Have another
In
one.
Amsterdam, they have Smints, and they were my favorite.
I had Smints when I was in Europe too.
See?
And when you're really drunk, it's the funniest name you've ever seen.
Yeah, thank you. Smints.
But okay, so we know what we're doing. How many questions are there?
I've got 25. How many do you actually want to do?
I think 10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay,
10,
best
and then
of
we
10.
can roll into
Loser.
tiebreaker if there are two people tied for.
I'll see the loser in a
or is it
pumpkin
just,
patch.
Is it just 10 questions, and if 3 people are tied for loser, 3 people are in the pumpkin
Fair.
patch?
Yeah. Question number 1. What is the process of water turning into vapor called? Water to vapor.
Oh.
Water to vapor. Also, all of these, you're going to be mad when you don't get them.
One's already mad. Okay. I think I'm right. I'm going to go first. Evaporation.
It, in fact, was evaporation. Nice.
Everyone got it?
It took me a while, but I got there.
You got there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everyone has 1 point.
What does a paleontologist study? This is a bit of a trick question.
Interesting that you would say that.
I thought so.
I'm going to lose half a point from the game master for this answer, but that's okay. Okay, well, I said because she's going to be one in like a month. Aaron's one of them. Fossils.
Good answer, Ted.
Yeah.
Fossils.
I said dinosaur bones / fossils.
I said bones.
No.
Fossils. Come on. Kevin said bones. I didn't know you could have 2 guesses.
I'll give you fossil.
Give him half a point.
No.
If you shouldn't have said it was a trick question.
Yeah,
I think we all would have put.
I would have put
dinosaurs.
dinosaurs for sure.
All right, that was a gimme. So Lund is behind by 1 point.
What are the 3 states of matter? 3 states of matter.
I think we're smarter than you're giving us credit for here. You may have to.
No, not Kevin. I think you've stumped him.
He probably did put down
Also,
North Dakota, South Dakota.
You should be smarter than a 5th grader.
Yeah, but like when we did the 4th grade test, like that stuff, the regions.
A lot
and all
of those
that,
are very
you forget.
specific about like
yeah.
memorizing clouds and trees and dinosaurs.
Yeah, I tried to make it somewhat accessible for you guys.
All right. Solid liquid gas.
Solid liquid gas.
Yep.
Oh, solid vapor.
See?
Like, what is that third one?
Okay. Smarty pants.
Oh, no.
A word, phrase, or sequence that reads the same forward and backward is called what?
It's called a you. That's
okay.
What is it called?
I remember when you first learned that race car was the same, and they thought that was the coolest thing.
I was playing that game backwards, where you would say the words backwards, and I kept being like rack-a-car, rack-a-car, rack-a-car,
Is
and
it
then
easier than Mad Gab? You don't look so sure, Lundy. So maybe you go first.
I'll say anagram.
Nope.
That's not a bad. Yes,
That's what I had as
also
well.
had an anagram.
Yeah.
How about a palindrome?
Ted, you're right.
What's an anagram?
As soon as you said
anagram
it,
is where you like rearrange the letters of the same word.
That was a tough one, Aaron.
Thought so. Here's no, let's not go there. Which blood type is known as the universal recipient?
Recipient. I have no idea.
I said B+.
I said AB.
I said AB
Oh,
positive.
negative.
Lundy gets it. AB.
Is it AB?
Yeah,
Oh, I
you're
thought it was
AB.
O negative.
No, if you're
That's the most rare, I think.
You're AB.
Is it? Oh.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Isn't
So am I wrong because I
Isn't
put a
that
plus?
I think so.
Yeah, you're way off, buddy.
But AB, he didn't have a negative. What's the?
No, he's AB.
It's
AB
just
is the
AB.
Oh, is
answer.
it the answer?
AB.
Negative? Okay.
Yeah. I'm not even sure you can be
I
AB
don't know.
positive
I was
or
trying to learn
negative.
here.
I think it's just AB.
Okay. So I've got 4. Lund has 3. The athlete has 3. Walsh has 2.
I also took these off the internet. If they're wrong, it's not my fault.
Riley, look it up right now. Universal blood type, please.
Well, no, she said recipient and not
Recipient.
donor.
Yeah.
I think O is the
O is
donor.
donor.
Oh, okay. That's okay. So
Yeah.
I was in the question I was answering. I was right. I just didn't listen.
All right. I'm asking this one because of Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh yeah, I'll know this.
Universal soldier. Yeah.
What's the capital of Belgium?
Oh,
I mean, he's a piece of shit, but if you know his nickname, you know the answer.
Just I know this because of that episode of Friends.
That's what I was trying to remember. Was that
Oh, his other nickname was Wham Bam Van Dam.
right? All right. I said Brussels.
It's Brussels.
Yeah, the muscles
Okay.
from Brussels.
I didn't say
You-
Brussels.
Oh my
you were right.
goodness.
One had chocolate.
That was like
the
a
capital.
total guess on my part.
I couldn't.
Wow.
I was trying to
Good.
think of Brussels.
I almost put Bruges, but
Oh no, that's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
This is that movie.
in Bruges.
Yeah.
Yeah, the muscles from Brussels.
Yeah. What type of animal can live on both water and land?
I know this.
Is it like is it the name of an animal that can, or like a very specific,
Or like an animal type.
No, it's like a category of animals that can live
Okay, yeah.
in land and on water.
Kev, you go first.
Amphibian.
Correct. It is an amphibian.
I.e. mermaid,
Mermaid.
or merman.
Okay, but which half of the fish?
Also, I
Is
don't
the
know.
mermaid or merman?
Can they
Wow.
live out of the water?
If you have a magic,
You just got to sing a song about it.
All right.
That's 7 questions.
Sure.
So I have 6.
I have 4.
I got
5.
4.
Ooh. 2 little boys in a pumpkin patch.
We got.
Hey, you want to tag team this?
Okay, but yeah,
Which is the fastest bird on foot?
I think it's an ostrich.
It is an ostrich.
Ostrich.
Yeah.
Look at you. You guys must know bird
This
law
is very
too.
confidence building.
Yeah.
those roadrunner birds are pretty fast, dude.
I almost put that one.
They're very small. I didn't realize how small they
they're
are.
tiny.
They made it look more like an ostrich in the cartoon.
Yeah.
Very irresponsible drawing.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I was actually surprised the first time I saw a roadrunner.
Yeah.
we
I
saw
was
one.
like,
We
oh.
saw one catch a bunny though.
Did you see a coyote catch a roadrunner? You never will.
Never.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Can't be done.
All right.
You guys need Strybosh to drop.
We were
the
just
ball.
tied, and now you're
you
a
have
point ahead of
5.
me.
I thought we got that right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
For
at 5.
You drew the line.
Yeah.
See?
Okay.
Just checking.
Jesus.
Let's go math.
Oh, no.
If a shopping cart contains 1 apple, 2 bananas, 3 oranges, and 4 hot dogs, what percentage of the cart's total contents is fruit? 1 apple, 2 bananas, 3 oranges, 4 hot dogs. Percentage of
Stop yelling
fruit.
at me.
So it's like what Ted gets at Costco.
It actually does sound like my shopping cart. Fruit and wieners. Why do they have to call? We were talking about that. Like, why can't they just call them hot dogs?
Because wiener's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wiener's better.
Good problem solving.
Did you draw it out?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Drew the shopping
You
cart.
drew the shop?
No.
Did you? Oh, I was just saying, if you did, you have to show your work. 60%?
Yeah,
60%.
Mathletes.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on.
Come on, ask a hard one, Aaron.
Yeah.
All right.
Ask a hard
What's
one.
your last one?
What do you mean hard one? You're losing.
Yeah, but I wasn't trying at the
You
beginning.
guys are smarter than I gave you credit for. What planet is closest to the sun?
I hate space.
Would you rather be trapped in space or at the bottom of the ocean?
Oh, space for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Ocean's so
Terrifying.
scary.
We don't know
the
anything
ocean is
about.
so
We don't know
terrifying.
anything about the ocean.
No.
Don't mess with the ocean, man.
No.
Does anyone else get anxiety when you see like deep videos of deep
Yeah.
trenches?
Oh,
I can't watch.
like those people that like free dive.
No.
Oh.
That's
thank
that's
you.
crazy.
No.
Like, what's the point?
No,
We have
I-
the technology now.
I'm gonna go as far as I can, and I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah.
I can't even watch movies about submarines. Freaks me out. Makes me feel claustrophobic.
Oh.
Itchy.
Not
What was the question?
Sandwich? Or-
All right. What's
Don't-
closest to the sun?
Don't tell him because he doesn't know. And this
Oh,
is
yeah, we
big.
have no answer over here.
This is
Anyone
big.
else sing through the whole Sailor Moon theme song to remember all the planets?
What?
No, I didn't watch Sailor Moon.
No.
No? Oh.
All right.
Mercury.
Earth.
You didn't-
Oh, it was Mercury.
How do you know that?
Because everyone knows that.
So now I got to do this photo
that
shoot
10?
by myself.
That's 10. Yeah, you do.
All right.
Earth just cost you.
I've got a bonus question.
Oh, okay.
good.
What's the plural form of the word deer? What is the plural form?
Florm.
Form. I've had too many mints. I've had too many mints, though. Ugh.
That's not a problem I ever thought anyone would encounter.
I've stopped coughing.
Can't get enough of the mints.
Yep. Plural form of the word.
Oh, it's funny because our
deer.
podcast is oh dear.
Exactly.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Way to put that
Smart.
together.
Thank you. I've proven how smart I was today.
All right, let's see them, boys.
Deer.
Deer.
It is, in fact, deer.
Kit?
I think it's like there's like a kit of foxes is what you'd like.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
I thought it was
Just like
Oh,
moose.
like a group of like a business
Yeah,
of ferrets. I would.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think what
Murder
what
of
would
crows.
be deer? Yeah. What would be deer?
A
Deer.
herd.
Is
They're
it a herd?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, I don't know.
Bunch of deer.
All right. Well, good news for everyone who likes seeing Kevin maybe with his shirt off is
Oh.
you know what you are? You will be you are like the cutest little guy on this podcast by far. So it makes sense that you got to do the man.
I feel like
Getty's
we
photo.
could get like interesting.
Yeah.
I think this
If
would
we
be
could
fun.
somehow turn this into like I do some stuff for this, but then I can turn it into like a family photo shoot.
Yeah.
Then I might get like it's a win-win.
Yeah.
All right.
I think you can figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lundy, I'll put you
And
in
if
charge
this goes
of that.
well, we honestly might look at a full calendar in the future of all of us. But we'll see how this goes. Don't forget to mow Lund's lawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
this
true.
weekend. Hey,
You guys
shout
got a
out to
pumpkin patch
Strybosh.
back there?
Yeah.
No, not
No.
yet.
There's
Okay.
some mushrooms on the lawn, but I wouldn't
good.
suggest going near those.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would also say if you're a photographer and are interested in our Man Getty's calendar,
Mm.
hit us up.
Yeah, we've only ruined the lives of 3 photographers thus far. So
Yeah, it's weird. Every time we have to do like a formal shoot, it's always got to be someone new.
yeah, and usually a dude. Shout out to Strybosh for he's new to this podcast. He doesn't know that we don't follow through on all these things, but I did mow lawns after like we left it for a couple weeks. Then it rained for like a week straight, so it was tough.
Yeah,
There was a
it's
lot of grass. I think I had between your front smaller than your back.
Ew.
Well,
I don't think you'd like that. You're a top guy.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe don't go around.
Look, Lund's front is adequate.
I think I had about like 6 or 7 bag dumps. Like,
Yeah.
It was a lot. It was a lot of grass.
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah, you did a great
finished
job.
5 minutes before our fantasy football draft, so
Perfect
it all
timing.
worked out.
Yeah.
See, Kev, how easy it is?
Sounds easy.
So we'll see how many bag dumps you have.
Yeah. It's probably only 3 or 4 right now.
Yeah.
Hey, I did reach out a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
ask
and
about your lawn.
Mm-hmm.
And I said I didn't need it because
I know.
just done it.
Think about for Kevin though, like the long grass. It'd be like he's in like Honey I Shrunk the
I
Kids.
was thinking of Honey, I Shrunk the
Where's
Kids.
Kev? He's out there mowing. He just can't see. We might have to attach a flag.
Yeah, he's
to you
riding
so
an
we know
ant
you're
out
in
there.
Great movie.
A full ant. 100% ant. Yeah.
Yeah, you should do a calendar like that.
Where I'm riding an ant.
Yeah. Like the whole Honey I Shrunk the Kids calendar. You could.
There's like a
Yeah.
caterpillar
That would
play
be like a
structure
Short
at the
King
playground
calendar. That would
by
be
my
pretty
house.
solid.
Yeah.
Okay, we got lots of ideas, but that's. I think we do need to wrap up this episode. You know what? I feel like it's an end of a date because I'm saying I am so sorry for all of this. But that does just about do it for this episode. As always, I don't know where this is going to go. Wrap things up with everyone's final thoughts.
I think they need to bring back a sequel to Honey I Shrunk the Kids.
There's like 3.
Yeah, but a new one.
Oh, a new
like
one.
A new
Yeah.
modern one. Maybe with all the kids growing up now.
I'd only do it if Rick Moranis was
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He'll be in it for sure.
What do you speak for him?
Yeah, me and Ricky go back.
He's retired.
I know.
For a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he'll come out of retirement
Anyways,
for this.
was that it?
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Half looked at the
I know, yeah.
Amazing.
I just
Way to work the cameras.
Yeah. What? Why would you put a camera there if you didn't want me to work it?
That's not it. It was so well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, someone else go.
I really enjoyed the horse chat. That was my probably my favorite time that I've spent on
It
this
was
podcast.
the main part of the show.
It was really
Again,
it was really a genuine conversation, and I think that's what made it so good.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy I didn't lose a game because I feel like I lose a game every time I'm on here.
Yeah. It's been a tough go for Kevin's in these games.
I know, but when we first started, he was winning quite a bit at the beginning. So I think it all balances out.
No, this didn't go great for me. We'll see. I mean, I'm going to mow the lawn, and I really hope that there's a photographer out there that can like work with us and, make this work. So
you should also like brush up on your planets and just and space in general.
I don't, it's so far away. I don't pay any attention to it. Like I'm shocked that you knew.
Well, here's the thing is just remember like Mercury temperature closest to the sun. That's how I remember it.
Makes sense.
Yeah. What about the other, what about the other 7 planets? Is Pluto back to being a planet, or was it kicked out?
It's kicked out.
I think it's kicked out.
Okay. So yeah, there's only 7 more.
Things are always changing in space. I don't know what's going on.
It's true.
That was it. That was your final thought?
Yeah.
I had a lovely time. Thank you.
The cough went. Maybe all those Smints somehow.
No, I think it
help?
I have a
Yeah, you sound great.
Wicked tummy ache right now from eating nothing but mints for the last 2 hours. But holy, it's fucking bedtime, guys.
Oh yeah.
Come on, guys.
I have to drive to Calgary tomorrow.
If they're going to say right now, okay, good luck. If there's any respiratory like doctors out there, and maybe message us because Aaron needs to come see you.
Does this sound bad?
No,
that's pretty normal.
Falling in
That's
sick
normal.
on a day that you just want to go shopping.
I wouldn't waste their time with that.
I'm going to Calgary tomorrow.
Wait till it gets like.
It's okay. We have lots of recording. Yeah. Anyways, you have emphysema. With that, another episode of Oh Dear comes to a close mercifully, as always. A huge thank you once again to our episode sponsor, the Red Deer and District Chamber, and to our special guest, Scott Robinson, who surprisingly left. He was hanging out, left right after the horse chat ended. So he said, okay, that's enough. And maybe I might get a message from him later to remove him from this episode. I don't know. We'll see.
He's probably a bottom guy.
Look, we're not putting words in his mouth. As a reminder as always, I don't know why you would follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Will be a poll about which half of a horse girl you would prefer coming out very soon.
Person.
Yeah, person.
Horse guy or girl.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. We were just talking about horse girl before. So subscribe to our YouTube page, and if you're listening to Apple Podcasts or Spotify, leave us a review. It ain't going to be a good one. Thank you as always to our presenting sponsor, Bo's Bar and Stage, and of course to Riley for having us once again at Communal Creative Studios. You heard some tonight, buddy. I'll tell you that much. Of course, last but not least, a thank you to you for tuning in once again. So for Kevin Walsh, Ryan Lund, coworker Aaron, and the athlete Kevin Strybosh, I'm Ted Emmett, and we'll see you next time.
Oh, you did such a good.
Now, does the human talk like that?
I know.
Okay, get us out of here.
Yeah. Thank you for all your support.
Oh dear. Oh Dear is recorded on location at Communal Creative Studios in Red Deer, Alberta. Previous episodes of the Oh Dear podcast can be found on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. For more content, subscribe to Oh Dear on YouTube and follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. If you have any questions, concerns, or suggestions for future content, contact us at ohdearpodcast@gmail.com.